The U.S. is surging firepower to the Middle East as President Trump pressures Iran.
You know, we have a tremendous force going there, just like we did in Venezuela, even bigger.
It's a playbook Trump has used before, but Iran is very different from Venezuela. Even after its 12-day war with Israel in June, Tehran still has thousands of mid- and short-range missiles that it could fire at U.S. bases and allies. And it could try to disrupt shipping traffic in the Gulf, which could severely impact the global oil market.
I'm not sure you can reach a deal with these guys, but we're going to try to find out.
So here's how the U.S. is positioning its forces and preparing for potential Iranian retaliation. First, there's a fleet of warships, or what Trump refers to as the Armada.
There's another beautiful Armada floating beautifully toward Iran right now.
So far, the U.S. has 12 warships in the region. That includes the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, which is traveling with 3 guided missile destroyers in the northern Arabian Sea. The Navy has additional destroyers in the Strait of Hormuz, the northern Red Sea, and in the eastern Mediterranean. It also has 3 littoral combat ships in the Persian Gulf. And submarines are likely nearby as well, though their locations are highly classified.
I would remind the Iranian regime that the president has many options at his disposal, aside from diplomacy, as the commander-in-chief of the most powerful military in the history of the world.
Though Trump is still weighing his options, here's why that Armada matters. The Lincoln aircraft carrier is armed with F-35C and F-18 fighter jets that can attack targets. It also has EA-18 Growler electronic warfare planes that jam enemy defenses, as well as E-2D Hawkeye flying radar planes that act as the eyes of the fleet. From the carrier, those aircraft could reach Iran without using any other country's airspace. Guided missile destroyers, which protect the carrier and also operate independently, can fire Tomahawk cruise missiles to attack targets like air defense systems. Crucially, destroyers are also armed with defensive standard missile interceptors, which can take out aerial threats, including ballistic missiles. During the 12-day war, destroyers played a key role in protecting Israel from barrages of Iranian missiles. Still, some missiles got through, which showed the world just how dangerous a conflict with Iran could be. On land, the U.S. has bases and installations across the Middle East, and it coordinates with its ally, Israel. These bases have air defenses that protect U.S. troops and surrounding areas from Iranian attacks. They also allow the U.S. to stage weapons closer to Iran when the host countries allow it. So far, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Jordan have said they will not allow their countries to be used as a launching pad for a strike on Iran. Still, the U.S. has been flying P-8 surveillance planes from Saudi Arabia and MQ-4C Triton drones from the UAE. The Pentagon has also staged various aircraft in Jordan, including these F-15E fighter jets and EA-18 Growlers. Even though these bases may not be used for an offensive strike, they would be key in defending the region from Iranian counterattacks. The U.S. is bringing additional THAAD and Patriot anti-missile systems in from Texas and Japan, according to flight tracking data, satellite imagery, and U.S. officials. These units are stretched thin and expensive to move, so analysts say their deployment is a sign that the U.S. is serious about a potential conflict. Beyond the Middle East, the U.S. has aircraft it could potentially bring in from Europe. And there's the key island base of Diego Garcia, which the U.S. has used for Middle East operations for decades. Over the past year, B-2 bombers were flown to the base to deter Iran and to attack targets in Yemen. And finally, there are long-range strategic bombers positioned in the U.S. They're capable of reaching anywhere in the world with the help of mid-flight refueling. That includes B-2 bombers at Whiteman Air Force Base, which traveled to Iran and back to drop bombs on nuclear facilities during Operation Midnight Hammer, and B-1 bombers that traveled to Venezuela and back to bomb air defenses during Operation Absolute Resolve. All of this military hardware helps President Trump apply more pressure on Iran to make a deal over its nuclear program.
We are negotiating with them right now, yes.
But if there are no diplomatic breakthroughs and the U.S. decides to take military action, it could very well escalate into a regional war.